Coming at you from Tokyo, Japan, I'm Dave, and this is my 98 Toyota Altezza, also known as an SXE10. In previous videos, I installed Panic Itbs, set them up, and custom built a filter system for them. But believe it or not, I'm still not done, because the Altezza throttle cable won't even work with these throttles that were made for this engine that only ever came in this car. For fuck's sake. Today on What Are You Doing Now, You Idiot, I have to shorten my accelerator cable because the Panic Itbs require a shorter cable. I don't know of a cable that is sold that's shorter for an Altezza. What I've made here, it's one of these. Wait, I'll get a bigger one. You know these things, right? And I just drilled a little hole in it. And the plan is to put these little screws in here. One from either side, and that'll clamp down on the cable. Step one is to cut that off. Now we have to try and get it through this little hole here. Excellent. Now technically I could just use that. That would probably work, but you know me, it has to be perfect. Now we need to deal with this. Mark the center of it, or roughly the center of it. Probably trying to go through that stainless wire. It walked. But, oh well, we're through. I've got this set up where it needs to be, doesn't need to take that much off. The problem after that, when you push the pedal the whole way down, the throttles only open up that much. So I grabbed hold of the pedal and just pulled it forward. Just pulling it out gives you the extra distance that you need to get the butterflies to open the full way. We haven't come out past our brake pedal, so it should be fine. The other thing that I did, I lifted up the carpet, and under here was this thing and this stuff. So I pulled all of that out as well to get some more distance. It does feel a bit weird having it up this high, but I think I'll get used to it. So yeah, now the pedal's pressed and you can see that we've got the butterflies fully open now. You might be thinking, but wait, you had to shorten the cable and bend the pedal out? Why didn't you just make the cable even shorter? You see, it doesn't work like that. The cable length sets the distance to the throttles from the pedal. The pedal bend adjusts how far it can pull the cable, aka the throw. Think short throw shifter and you'll be somewhere in the ballpark. It has to do with fulcrums. The throttle wheel pictured here is actually too big. If it was a smaller radius, the cable wouldn't need to move as far to move the butterfly the same distance. I've got some acetone on a rag. I'm just going to clean this just in case there's any shit on it. Okay, I'll prop it up there. Use some vice grips to hold it where it needs to be. We can take this off. This thing works really well. You could very well just leave it on here, which I think I might do as like a fail-safe. Prop this up here like that, and after I've finished my work down here, I'm going to lower it back down again and tighten the out of it. Clearly not the center, but it shouldn't matter. You're going to need some soldering paste, or flux as it's also known. I've got this, which is a heat clamp. I actually wanted to put that on before the... crap. Alright, well, put that back where it needs to be. Put this on here. I don't want any heat going into this cable. Put my vice grips back on. Alright, load this back into here. Take this off again. Move it up to there. Just throw that on the ground real quick. What am I going to use? Cotton bud, maybe. The old Shin Fuji burner. Yeah, that didn't work at all. And I've heated up the cable a lot. That was red hot, so it's probably annealed, as they say. These aren't hot at all though, which is great. It was supposed to be so easy. Maybe these were a bad idea, because the cable won't accept any heat. Yeah, the cable's still cold, so, I mean, that's not ideal. It's going to do the underside. There it is. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it doesn't need to be. It is on there. I can't get it to move by pulling on it, so, yeah, good. These are in tight with Loctite on them. Oh, I will add that I'm really, really glad I didn't try and do this side, because that would have sucked. This side had sort of room for error. The throttle side does not. Got to go through like that. I sanded this a little bit to get it to fit in here. It wouldn't fit before. For fuck's sake. Done. Wrap that round on here. That should be about right. Get your cable, goes through there, right? FYI, all of the junk on the cable needs to go pedal side, not wall side. I should have re-lubricated the cable. Now it's making a horrible noise. What I thought was an unlubed cable and I damaged it from soldering or whatever was literally just this. That's all it was. Sounds terrible, right? Reason for panic, right? Well, if you just line up the cable correctly, man, which means I pulled that apart for nothing. But it's lubed now, well and truly lubed. My God. All right, let's just do it again. There's a little plastic clip you have to press in so the cable can't fall out. The difference between 90 and 100% throttle on Itbs doesn't make a huge difference. So don't worry about it too much, but you don't want it to be sitting on 75, if you know what I mean.